Hello, class, and welcome to a new topic in combined science in biology. And this is chapter 7. In this chapter, we're going to talk about transport in humans. So, in this chapter, you will learn about the blood, the heart, and the circulatory system. So, what do we mean by transport in humans, or in this case, transport in animals as a whole? What is a transport system? Why do animals and humans need it? So, the blood is a part of the transport system. The blood carries substances, nutrients, oxygen, and carbon dioxide all around the body. So, the blood carries all these things around the body. In other words, the blood transports these things around the body. So, the blood is part of the transportation system. So humans and animals need a transportation system in their body to carry nutrients like food and oxygen all over the body, and also to carry and remove the waste product by the body cells. In this case, this is usually carbon dioxide. There are others, but carbon dioxide is one of them. The transport system in humans in particular is referred to as the blood system or the circulatory system. So the blood is what carries all these substances, nutrients, and waste products all over the body. Now, there are three parts to the blood system for humans. There is the blood, so this is the liquid that transport the materials. There is the blood vessel, so this is urat-uratan kamu. So this is a system of tubes. And then you have the organ that pumps the blood so that the blood moves all around the body, and this is the heart. So in this topic, we're going to look at each one of these parts of the blood system. So in this first video lesson, we're going to talk about the blood. So this is what a fresh blood looks like, just removed from a person's body. But if you leave it for an hour, you will see that there are actually a lot of things inside the blood. So you can see there's this yellow thing called plasma. There's this bit of things here. These are the white blood cell and something called the platelets. And then you have the red color thing here, which are the red blood cell. So the blood is made out of three things. First is plasma. So plasma is basically a pale yellow liquid. The red blood cells themselves, and also the white blood cells with platelets. And you can see most of the blood is made out of plasma and also red blood cell. The white blood cell only is a small part of the blood. So let's talk about the red blood cell. So this is what it looks like. The red blood cell is biconcave. So biconcave, it means it has this shape here, that sort of shape. It looks like a flattened disc, and it has no nucleus. The red blood cell has a red pigment called hemoglobin. This is what gives the red blood cell its red color. The red blood cells are made in the bone marrow. So what is the bone marrow? The bone marrow is the soft center in the bone. And the blood vessel can live up to 4 to 3 months. Then they become worn out, are destroyed, and replaced by new ones. The white blood cell, on the other hand, is called white because it's colorless. But the difference is it contains a nucleus. So you can see here, and also this one here. These are the nucleus of the white blood cell. The white blood cell is also made in the bone marrow. So there are fewer white blood cell than red blood cell, but they are larger than red blood cell. There are a lot of different types of white blood cell, but the two most common ones are the phagocyte, which is this one here, and the lymphocyte, which is this one here. White blood cells can only last a few days. And then lastly, you have the platelets, which are these ones here. Platelets are not cells. They are just smaller pieces or broken pieces of the cell's cytoplasm. They have no nucleus, but they are also made in the bone marrow. The plasma, on the other hand, you can see is a pale yellow liquid. The plasma is made from 90% water and a lot of different dissolved substances like food, vitamin, minerals, plasma proteins, antibodies, and hormones. It also contains waste products like carbon dioxide and urea. So, as a summary, what do you need to know about the human blood? Know that the blood is made out of four things: plasma, red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. As for the red blood cell, make sure you know what it looks like. Make sure you know that it contains hemoglobin. which is a red color pigment, and the hemoglobin is what makes the red blood cell have the color red. The white blood cell, make sure you know it is colorless. Make sure you know there are the two most common types of white blood cell are the phagocyte and the lymphocyte. And then for the platelets, they are not really cells, they're just broken pieces of cytoplasm. And lastly, the plasma, make sure you know it is a pale yellow liquid that makes part of the blood. Next part, we're going to look at the function of each of these parts of the blood.